All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Board of Selectmen is now called to order, and I'm going to go ahead and call a roll of the Select Board. Mike Weston,
Here.
Ed Hutchins,
Here.
Sheila Matthews-Bull,
Here.
That's your clock, isn't it,
Mike
Sheila?
Weston,
It's my clock.
Oh.
It'll be turned off.
Mike Weston,
Yeah, I'm here.
Alan Daggett. We're all here. So this is
My dog's here too, in case anybody wants to know.
This is a virtual Board of Selectmen's meeting. We are using the Zoom conferencing format. The agenda on the town's website has the information needed for the public to participate by Zoom conferencing format or telephone. If you wish to participate through Zoom, you can join Zoom meeting. The meeting ID is 439-247-199. That is 439-247-199. You can also dial in by phone on the East Coast at +1 929-205-6099, or in the rest of the United States at +1 301-715-8592. If you're conferencing in by phone or through Zoom and watching this on cable or YouTube, you must turn your volume down, or we will have feedback. As always, you can watch us on the television on channel 1301 or stream us on YouTube at Kennebunkport Television. Please know that you have all been muted, but will be unmuted at certain times during the meeting to allow the public input. As a participant, you can choose to have your microphone muted during the meeting. Also choose whether to have your video on. We appreciate your support and patience as we rework on public meeting process to allow for the public input while we carry on necessary town business. And I'd like to also add that I'd like to see one person talking at a time so everybody can understand what everybody else is saying. With that said, let's go to item 2. Approve the March 12th and 16th meeting, Selectmen Board meetings. This can be done in one motion. I'm waiting for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Ed moves the motion and Sheila seconds. Okay. Item number 3, public forum. This is an opportunity for
Take a vote.
Don't we have to vote?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you do. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Ed,
Pat, aye. Yep.
Yeah. Aye.
Sheila?
Aye.
Alan, aye. 5-0. Okay. Sorry about that. Public forum. This is an opportunity for anyone who wants to address the Board of Selectmen with an issue that is not on the agenda. This is a public forum, and the public that we will unmute them and ask them to introduce themselves before speaking. Is there anybody out there that would like to have anything to say that's not on the agenda tonight? I hear none. So I'll close the public hearing. Item 4, public hearing to consider a new victualer's license application submitted by Colby Noonan, DBA, Sanborn's Lobsters and Vegetables at 130 Main Street. Staff is recommending the approval of this license.
So moved.
This is going to be a public hearing. So I'm going to open the public hearing. And I guess there's nobody
unmuted.
Everyone's unmuted?
Yes.
No? Okay,
Unless they want
so
to be muted.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to close the public hearing.
All right,
Sounds
I
like someone's
move,
trying to talk on the telephone.
Oh,
207, 206, 2649.
That's the chief of police. I'm not trying to talk at all.
oh, okay. Okay.
Are you sure?
I'm trying.
So I'm looking for a motion to
I
grant the
move to
victuals
approve
license.
the vitrular's license.
Second.
I have a first by Ed, a second by, who
Mike.
seconded it? Mike seconded it? Okay. All in favor?
I,
Aye.
When you say aye, state your name.
I, Ed.
Aye, Mike.
I, Sheila.
Aye, Pat.
Aye, Alan, 5-0. Okay. Item number 5. That's not true. Wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm getting there. Item 5, consider a renewal liquor license application submitted by Noonan's Lobster Hut, Inc., DBA Noonan's Lobster Hut, Cape Porpoise. The staff are recommending approval of this license. I'm looking for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Ed moves this question and Sheila seconds it. All in favor?
I, Ed.
I, Sheila.
Aye, Mike.
Aye, Pat.
Aye, Alan. 5-0. Okay, item 6, consider a renewal liquor license application submitted by the Seaside Hotel Association LTD DBA Nonanum Resort, 95 Ocean Avenue. Staff are recommending the approval of this license. I'm looking for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Ed moves the question.
I seconded.
Sheila seconds it. And all in favor?
Someone's
Aye, Ed.
approving it.
I, Sheila.
Aye, Mike.
Aye, Pat.
Aye, Alan. Motion passes
Somebody jogged by
5-0.
my house. My dog seconds. He approves too.
Yep.
Throw him a
Somebody's
bone.
objecting.
Okay, item number 6. Consider a renewal liquor license application submitted by the Seaside Hotel Association, LTD, DBA Nonanum Resort, 95 Ocean Avenue. Staff are recommending the approval of this license. I'm looking for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Mike moves.
Right.
Mike moves. Sheila seconds. Motion's, all in favor?
I, Ed.
I, Sheila.
Aye, Mike.
Aye, Pat.
Aye, Alan. Motion passes 5-0. Seven, consider a renewal special amusement permit application submitted by the Seaside Hotel Association, LTD, DBA Nonanum Resort, 95 Ocean Avenue. Staff recommends approval of this license.
So moved.
Second.
Ed moves the question. Sheila seconds it. All in favor?
I, Ed.
I, Sheila.
Aye, Mike.
Aye, Pat.
Aye, Alan. 5-0. Item number 8. Award the paving bid. Attached, you will find the bid results. So, Mike, are you on there, Mike Claus?
I am.
Well,
Mike, can you
You're up.
show your video now?
It doesn't want me to show my video for some
Well,
reason
Oh, maybe Dave shut you off.
I'm
because
working
the
on it.
host has disabled it.
Oh. Dave Powell, can you enable Mike Claus's video?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
But I can hear you. There I go.
There he is.
There you are, Mike.
No,
What do you have to say for yourself?
Ah, it's a wonderful day.
So you want to talk a little bit about the paving bid?
So we received bids from Dayton Sand and Gravel, Pike, Shaw Brothers, Thing Paving, and Libby Scott. So we got a real good round bids. The numbers came in pretty much where I expected them. Pike was low. Shaw Brothers was about where they were. Thing and Libby Scott don't own their own plants, so they would have to buy. They would have to buy from someone else, so they were a little bit higher. Dayton, I think, was a little bit higher just because they have a pretty big backlog with several other towns. I know that they've got a lot of work in Kennebunk that they've got to get done, and they've got a few other towns in York County that they have committed to. So I think they were. I'm sure they like our work, but I think they were really worried about providing the service. So Pike gave us a good price. I think it's reasonable with what other towns are looking at for paving prices. I think they did well with their last contract, certainly better than the previous time. And I think we should just continue with them.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Ed has moved the question. Sheila seconded it. How about any public input on this?
It looks like a good price.
It does.
Yes.
I'm not hearing any public input or anybody wanting to talk about this. If you do want input, we can unmute your device.
Everyone's unmuted who wants to be.
Okay. Okay. Let's go for a vote.
I, Ed.
Aye, Sheila.
Aye, Mike.
Aye, Pat.
Aye, Alan. Motion carries 5-0. Thanks,
you.
Mike. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, under other business.
So
Lori,
under
would you
other
like to go first?
yeah, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that we just wanted to update people. You know, we did close the town offices. We sent that notice out. We have worked remotely. We've gone to our essential staffing levels in all departments and remote meetings. So far, 2 days in, I think people are doing a great job. The Chief Sanford, if he can be unmuted, he is at yes, thank you, Dave. He and I were discussing the beaches, and certainly we have received a lot of input from people over the past few days. I think that people in general feel like our beaches have been able to be maintained with people at safe distances. I think there has been some concern if the beaches down south close, which they all have now, how that would impact us. Kennebunk decided to take a approach of warning people and seeing if people's behavior can be maintained. And I think the chief and I also feel that's adequate, and so we put some signage up. And Chief Sanford, do you want to just speak to that?
Yeah, so today we developed a sign, and they were put into place just about 2 o'clock this afternoon down at Goose Rocks Beach as well as Colony Beach, just giving people more notice about the 6-foot distance. And it also mentioned that should we start to notice, people not abiding by the CDC recommendations, that we may need to do something further along the lines of regulations on the
No.
beaches. Officers have been monitoring the beaches the last couple of days, and we have not seen large groups. Every time the officers are out there, they see maybe 8 to 10 people on the beach at any one time, and that's not together. That's spread out.
That sounds great. I think that was a great idea to put the signs out.
You do.
Yes.
Here's our signs. So it has a little warning that people need to stay apart, and it gives them some words of wisdom to live by. So we are in hopes that that will have an impact, and so far we haven't seen an issue, so we're continuing to closely monitor that.
Yeah, I think this is the best thing to do for the time being. We don't want to close the beaches, but if we're forced to, we're going to have to. But so if everybody would abide by the sign and the rules and everything, I think everything will be fine. That's how I'm looking at it. What else do you have, Lori?
I think that is all I have for right now.
Okay. Ed, do you have any other business?
I'm good. It looks like people have been adhering to the governor and the government's suggestions. I've been through Dock Square about every day this week, and things are pretty slow. So I think people are taking it easy.
Okay. Pat?
Yeah, I do have one question, mostly for Laurie, because this seems to be working well. The other committees that were deemed important enough to have a regular meeting for legal purposes, will they be using this type of approach, or is it still up in the air?
I would say that's still up in the air. I did talk with Amy about that earlier this week, and I haven't known anybody yet to do a Zoom planning board meeting. Part of it is the public input piece because they need to do public hearings. And so I think we wanted to make sure we had worked this piece out, and there's been a lot of legal questions that have developed, not just for our town, but for many towns, and the attorneys have been busy trying to settle a lot of issues. So we've been trying to take care of that first, and then we'll move on to the next phase.
Great, thank you very much.
How about you, Mike?
Well, the only thing I'll say is when I was at the beach on Sunday, it was pretty well crowded. There weren't a lot of groups, but there were a lot of out-of-state vehicles there. I've been there the last 3 days, and I would say there's no problem on the beach. We had one of our police officers there today who was on the beach, monitoring the beach. And I think the best way to go now is with those signs.
Yeah.
There was no problem there today. There hasn't been any problem for the last 3 days. People are very respectful of the distances. So I think it's a good way to go.
I think that the only problems we might incur would be on the weekend if the weather's great. I think Saturday's supposed to be good, but I think Sunday's supposed to rain.
Rain, yeah.
How about you, Sheila?
I have 2 things. I had somebody call me to thank the town for, and this is you, Mike Claus, for keeping the sidewalks cleared after the snow. People are getting antsy and want to be outside. And they said, we were so happy to be able to walk on the sidewalks that were totally cleared after the snow. And they said, please thank the town for that. So I wanted to mention that. And then the other phone call I got was about the beach, and maybe mention that if people are coming up from out of town, from Massachusetts and New York and Connecticut, to open up their homes or to check on them, that this is not a social area. We're still under the auspices of our governor and what we're being told by our representatives. And that if they do come, that they need to stay home just like everybody else. I don't even know if that needs to be said, but I wanted to put it out there because it was mentioned to me. And also to thank us for keeping the beaches open, because that's an outlet for people who are having a hard time being home all the time. So I think we have a lot to be thankful for. And I also want to shout give a shout out to Laurie and Chief Sanford and Mike Claus and all of our other townspeople who have helped to keep this town running and going, and at the same time being proactive with the virus. So I think we're very lucky. We're just very, very lucky.
I think we can all agree to that.
Absolutely.
We should thank Allison as well.
Yes.
Okay, anything else, Sheila?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, item number 10, approve the March 26th treasurer's warrant.
So move.
Second.
Ed moves the question, Sheila seconds it. All in favor?
Aye, Ed.
I'm Sheila.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Pat.
And I, Alan, that's 5-0. Okay.
Move to adjourn.
Who seconded it? I have Ed with his first and Sheila with a second. All in favor?
Aye, Ed.
I'm Sheila.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Pat.
I, Alan, and I want to thank everybody this evening for tuning in and listening to us. This was our first meeting with a digital or virtual, a virtual selectmen's meeting. I think we did okay for the first time. Thank you all very much.
Alan,
good night.
before you go, do we have to sign the town warrant?
Yeah.
Yes.
The way that I read the statute is that you're allowed to sign it outside of a public meeting, but it still needs to be signed.
Right.
Okay. Are you at the town firehouse or where?
Yes. Yeah, we're here. If you want to come over and sign some of this, I only need 2 more selectmen.
Well,
I can have someone bring it around tomorrow too, if you'd rather.
Yeah, I can't get there right now.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
can come over.
Okay. That's 2.
If Pat
I'm in
and
my
I do it-
pajamas, but I'll come over.
All right.
Pat and I can do it. That's 2, and you don't only need 2
We
signatures.
need 3.
Yeah, but you're one, she said.
You're one.
Right. We only need 2 people. Right.
Okay,
Sheila,
I'll come to the fire station.
Okay.
Are you sure, Sheila? I don't mind going.
I don't care.
Why don't you relax?
Okay.
2 cups of iced coffee. I probably should get out of there.
Hey,
All
Alan.
right, then.
I'll be right over.
Okay, do it.
All right, I'm signing off.
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Yep.
Pat, you're coming?
I'm coming. I'll see you shortly.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye,
You're welcome.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.